Okay, let's try this out one more time. Paladin versus Heroic Loatheb. We're gonna actually keep all of these. The problem is that Loatheb puts up so much taunt. I maybe need to rethink this. Because it means that you can't really get through to him or the spores when you want to. Like, Mage has Flame Strike, which would be really good, but getting to turn 7 is really rough.
Naxxramas is ours.
True Silver is pretty good.
The light protects me.
I just start working on bringing this down any way I can. Okay, but before weapon at least. Reasonably scary.
You love my new recipe.
I want to save this because he's gonna Spore Burst. Three, 6, 3 and 4 is 7, and 2 is 9, and 3 is 12. I have to kill some of these off. I guess the one that's gonna go the most. But 3 and 5, and 3 is 8, so now I go for face and pray. Okay, I get more 1/1s out of it. They can't attack. I was really hoping he would give me a 4. Ooh. Take that to the bank. These die easily, but encourage him to put out a spore. So I think I'm gonna, strange as it is, keep him.
Reporting for duty. For justice.
Not gonna survive long enough to use all the charges, but 2 more.
The end is close.
Okay, good. Now do not play a taunt. Okay. So here's what we do.
Justice.
Play this first.
Someone called for the for justice.
Play this first.
For justice. Reporting for duty. I can't do that.
Now we pray he doesn't have another Spore Burst. I mean, he would have used last turn, surely. Yes. Yes. It's okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure we have lethal. Yeah, we have lethal even without all this jazz. But we're gonna rub it in. Because that's what good waffles do.
My new recipe. For justice. For battle.
Damn! Okay, we have defeated Loatheb with Paladin, it's possible. Let's take a look at the deck list. It's called Say a Little Prayer because you need luck. Like, there's no way around it. You need to hope things go your way and you get the right cards at the right time. It's really tough. Paladin at least has some cheap heal. I have no idea how I'm going to do this with Shaman and some other decks. But anyway, Going through the decks list, Light's Justice is usually a bad card. It's in there so you can pick off spores without using your minions, because you often are desperate to have their high attack actually go to the face of Loatheb. Humility is just a quick way to deal with the Fen creep up front. Like, you Humility at first turn, and you're at least limiting the damage you're taking early on if you can't deal with it another way. Argent Squire, you have a bunch of durable cheap minions in here like Argent Squire, Shield Bearer. You just want something to stay on the board so that if you kill a spore, you have some things to take out other creatures. Voodoo Doctor is in there for some extra heal because you're desperate for life. And the thing is, you want durable minions. You also want some, like, just one or two cheap minions to encourage him to actually play Spore Burst so that you have spores to buff up your other minions. Holy Light to help keep you alive. Amani Berserker is pretty durable and has the Enrage. Crazed Alchemist, I should have been putting in earlier. One-shot spores, which can be critical. Like, if you get a one-drop out like an Argent Squire, on turn 2 you Crazed Alchemist the spore, you can charge that Argent Squire into the Fen Creeper, and straight away you're pretty far ahead on board. Your Crazed Alchemist gets a buff from the spore too. That's what happened the first game. I would have totally steamrolled him if I could have got Consecration at the right time. Haunted Creeper, because it encourages him to play Spore Burst while still having kind of a second life with the 2/1/1s. Lore Walker, Cho, and Millhouse are just to have kind of durable-ish minions for 2 mana. Mad Bomber, you're hoping will hit those spores. Nerubian Egg, usually you'd have 2 of these, but there's precious space, and I kind of have an over-optimistic Blessed Champion in here. But anyway, Nerubian Egg is because if he kills it, you still get a 4/4, obviously. Eldor Peacekeeper to just reduce the incoming damage. You can Eldor a Fen Creeper or a Shade of Naxxramas. True Silver Champion in here for life game and helping do a bit of damage to creatures. Potentially picking off spores or just like Fen Creepers, things like that. Consecration, you can one-shot all the spores. Obviously, that can be really beneficial to you if there's a few of them on board. Blessed Champion's a bit over-optimistic, but sometimes, you know, you get something out there with 36 attack or whatever, but you only have 1 creature out there. Blessed Champion, you can suddenly get in 72 attack and potentially win the next turn. So that's the deck. You definitely need luck to go your way, but it is capable of taking out Loatheb in heroic mode. See you next time.